life so patiently, it's my moment. And failure is not an option, there be and don't condone it. Cause I'm on it, it's my moment, I be on it. I be on it, and you know it, it's my moment.
Excuse me. All rise for Mr. The great.
What the problem is, I know what the problem is. I'm the problem. It didn't take me going to college with a scholarship to acknowledge this. I'm on fire, I suggest that you retire quick. Fuck all the nonsense, fuck all the naysay. All the he say, she say, they say. You niggas got more drama than K-Slay. Street sweeper, here I come, watch out, Mayday.
My name is Kristen Dionne, and this is Before the Hype. And today we have rapper, producer, writer, MistA. Hey, MistA, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself, Kristen?
I'm wonderful, and I'm glad you're here. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I got a new album that's out. It's called Manderville MistA. It dropped on the 24th, which was 2 Mondays ago of March, and you know, I got it on Bandcamp, mista.bandcamp.com.
Okay.
And you know, it's gotten some great feedback so far, so I'm just waiting on it to get in the right hands.
Okay, and who is MistA? Tell me who are you? Where are you from? What got you started?
Well, I'll start with like who MistA is.
Okay.
MistA's, you know, a guy with the wild imagination. You know, just as far as, you know, writing down poetic expressions and also just making good music, because that's what I enjoy and love doing. More of a maestro.
Okay.
Now, as far as what got me started, I just felt like music has always been in me, and I felt like, you know, just being musically inclined, that would help me with hip hop and rapping, because I love hip hop. Been introduced to it at a very early age, and you know, that could also have something to do with it. But you know, I always love music. That's my reason.
Okay, and
Yeah.
Outside of music, what do you do for a living? Like, how does your day start? What's a day in your shoes?
A day in my shoes, you know, I'm a real average guy, really. You know, I go out, I love playing basketball. That's one of my passions too. It used to be. I'm 26 now, can't even go back to those days. But also, you know, just having fun. I'm a drifter. I like traveling. You know, also like gaining new perspectives and also knowledge as well. I like to read too a lot.
Okay.
I don't watch too much TV. I'm not a TV watcher, but you know, pretty much sports guy and a video gamer too. That's where the Metal Gear came from.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, and your recent album just was released. How did that go? What was that experience like for you?
What the experience for making the album?
Yeah, and releasing and.
Yeah, well, the experience as a whole was remarkable, but it was strenuous, and you know, I mean, everyone goes through that when you're trying to make something out of something that you've worked on and put your foot in. But it was fun as well. I took my time with those songs. I mixed and mastered just about everything on there.
Okay.
I made 3 of the beats that are on that album as well, which I'm new to producing, and you can't really tell if you listen to it, but I mean, I got some good people that backed me with that as well. But yeah, man, it was very fun. It was just, you know, a process. You already know it's your boy Metal Gear MistA, out here in these streets on Charlotte. We up here upstage, here with my man Will the Sax Man Smith. What's up, man? My man Something Else. About to rock this stage real quick, man. You know, bring something a little different. New element to the hip hop table, if you know what I'm saying. You'll check it out. Appreciate y'all looking.
Yeah, you know we go back like Thundercats and Voltron. You the nucleus to my neutrons and protons. And when I make it, when I shine, we both shine. Yoko Ono and John, that means we both fine. Of course, without them apprehending my life, I've been through too many ends. Where to begin with my life? I went from too many friends to no friends, and despite all of them, my past, Allah showed me the light, and it was you. Yeah, it was you and you stuck to me like glue. And I ain't have a clue cause I was so young, too busy having fun. But you was always there for me when it was all said and done. I just knew you was the one, cause I would always listen to you. I stayed to myself and never kept my distance from you. I see it now, but I was blind as Mr. Magoo. 1992 is when life introduced me to you. And we ain't through. Nah, we ain't through. Nah, we ain't through. Now we ain't through. What would life be without you? Besides God, there's absolutely nothing that amounts to the way I feel about you. You fill a void, and without your organized noise, you all will be destroyed. You the only medium to my sanity. I rap to you, feeling like you the only thing that's understanding me. But what I can't stand to see is when the enemy take advantage of you and try to abuse you and only use you for their vanity. In this lane, they ain't saying a thing. They just want you for glory. They just want you for fame, and they want you for power. I only want you for change. And if you taught me one thing, you taught me stay in my lane and extract what is useful, subtract what is not, and add what's uniquely yours. Is that where it stops? Oh my dear hip hop, you the reason I jock, but you with all these niggas that need to be dropped. So I'm still on the clock, trying to get to the top. Appreciate y'all rocking with me.
You're widely known as an old school rapper, but you're so young.
Yeah, 26.
Tell us about that.
I really like the the older feel because I'm an '80s baby, but I'm a '90s kid at heart. So
Okay.
I really look back to those days of hip hop because that's where a lot of the art form of just still being a lyricist, also being able to produce and make your own, to conduct your own sounds as well.
Right.
That's what a lot of the '90s, to me, in my perspective, derived of. So I took a lot of bit of that and put it into my flavor. Also the new flavor, just a little bit too.
I would consider politics, Facebook and Twitter. I'm somewhere right up in the middle, in the midst of the riddles. Hide behind laughs and giggles. I'm just out to show the signals. Yes, it's official. That racism still is an issue. Gotta walk around with tight vesty gloves and the pistol. What up, Malcolm X? We missed you. We still need you. It's clear as crystal. But I don't know if it'll phase them badly, cause this generation is slave mentality. I guess it starts within us. All that fuss about trust is a spark within us. Deep in this world, there's a heart within us. That comes out the illness and darkness in us. I think our still starts in the blood. No death is a must, cause our checks look at such. Look at
I guarantee you think it's not if you don't know. If you don't know, it'll talk about what? I guarantee you think it's not if you don't know. If you don't know, I
Okay, and what would you say is the biggest difference between an old school rapper versus the new school rapper, so to speak?
I say the technique of the flow. I should say, because that's how I look at it. Because the technique of the flow back then, it was more so, you had to ride the beat. You writing it down, and you're writing it down to like the snares and whatever the metronome is or the BPM is on the beat.
Right.
Now you got the rappers that, I mean, not to knock anybody, because there's a lot of good rappers that are out
Absolutely,
now.
yeah.
But you got the ones that are all over the place too. Now it's just like you could say anything now.
Yeah.
You can say anything now. So like I feel like it's not hard making good music now.
Okay.
I breathe fire with words, light up the herb. I'm high as a bird, my style superb. I'm flyer than your average. Don't be discouraged, do be encouraged, cause we are nourishing what we furbish, manifesting for the purpose. I'm just trying to scratch the surface and put my name in it. Shit, I want the fucking game and everything in it. You can have a fucking fame, take everything with it. I just want my mama proud, like Brandy, you did it. Take advantage of decisions, putting keys in the ignitions of cars that I've been watching on TV from a distance. I just wanna have my team show up on the scene. Room full of women, cigars full of green, and say we lived the dream. We saw it in our vision, went forward with our mission. Asked God for forgiveness, got mom that new kitchen with maids that do dishes, cause the flow was so vicious. Got me feeling holistic, huh?
And tell us the name of your album and what is your favorite song on your album?
Manderville MistA is the name of the album. My favorite song on the album is Game Code. Strictly because then that's number 3 on the album. Strictly because me and something else, the guy who was on the track with me, we just got up one day. I had some days off work and got up and made the song. I just started the beat off with a guitar and then like a couple of snares, and here he goes with the hook.
Okay,
and
okay.
like I'm just like, okay, I'm still into it, and then got the verses laid down and everything the very same day. But
Wow.
the way it sounds now did not sound like that day it was made.
Yeah.
I got up a week later and made the second half to that song where the beat drops and it comes in with another long verse.
Wow.
Yeah, so like I just switched up the guitar on there and put a few more snares and drums in there, and that was about it.
Okay.
And like just me working on that song, taking a lot of time to work on it. That's why it's my favorite song on the album.
Alright, always chillin'. This is self-produced, by the way.
The game cold, ain't got no coke, gon' catch a cold. Acting like it ain't win, cause the game told. And the game sold, what you eat is what you ate, yeah, you looking like them. Cause the game cold, ain't got no coke, gon' catch a cold. Acting like it ain't win, cause the game told. And the game sold, what you eat is what you ate, yeah, you looking like them. Cause the game cold. The game cold. The game cold. The game cold.
Look, these are dark times that we living in. Man, I'm trying to shine, so I ain't giving in. They say this is hell on earth is what we living in. Now how the hell is hell on earth now synonym? Did we forget about the galaxy? This is reality, logical physicality, chopper storm mentalities. Call it how I see it. I know you mad at me, it's cool, thanks for having me. The beast to a lesser me. No Raekwon, but I'm the chef with the recipe. With all this pain and all the ups and rest of me, I'ma paint these pictures to the up with death of me. They say I'm too deep. That's what your chick been saying the last 2 weeks. Walking my 2 feet, do it for man's sake. And if you can't, great. Here's a pair of Gucci plus a handshake. Gang cold.
Gon' catch a cold, acting like it ain't win, cause the game told. And the game sold, what you eat is what you ate, yeah, you looking like them. Cause the game cold, ain't got no coke, gon' catch a cold, acting like it ain't win, cause the game told. And the game sold, what you eat is what you ate, yeah, you looking like them. Cause the game cold. The game cold. The game cold. The game cold. Look, I don't know your work, and I don't know your hustle. Though I know it's all work, and nigga, struggle. And if it was, so what? You got nothing. Pick up your pants, get in your stance, then adjust your buckle. Get your guard up, like you're international. I have your heart up to doing what you gotta now. If you be what you sold, do you got a power? And if no, then do you have a who go high? Nowadays, more Hawaiian sick, you don't have a cow. Have eyes already in the milk, you dope. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished until the day the earth stops spinning and time stops ticking with the top. Ain't being patient, just taking my time off the clock because it's been missing and I've been waiting. This is me if you've been listening, and if you ain't, at least nothing will leave when I get missing, man. The game relentless and the game cold. Ain't got no coke, gon' catch a cold. Acting like it ain't well, cause the game told. And the game sold, what you eat is what you ate, yeah, you looking like them. cause the game cold. Ain't got no coat, gon' catch a cold. Acting like it ain't winter, cause the game cold. And the game sold, what you eat is what you ate. Yeah, you looking like dinner, cause the game cold. The game cold. The game cold. The game cold.
Metal Gear.
Like I said, man, we the culture, man. Just trying to bring some good music to Charlotte, man. I really feel like, just period in general, it's time to bring some real music back, man.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
I know I'm not the only one feeling like there's some nonsense on the radio nowadays. Look, so it's still Final Fantasy to be in Spain with a dame on the canopy, entertain, getting brain on the sandy beach, doing damage, spit flame with the slang I speak. Every rock I climb, every plane I reach, I hold my head up to God, then I plant my feet. Gonna have to cut them off, but I don't plan to defeat. I like to eat up all men who ran the street, man. You only as good as your last game. The last thing I want to give a girl is my last name, but she never supported me before it was rap game. Jumped the love train, I'm more into this rap thing. Not a thug, man, but I've been to the trap, man. Been a couple times I considered the trap game. That wasn't who I was, I just did what I done. Think about the last time I sat down my cuz. Probably he was, he probably tell me quit being stupid. You being ruthless and foolish. Hoes think you the cutest, you making moves and maneuvers. Underground like the sewer because the flow is so fluid. Mr. Don't even do it, go ahead and stick to your music. Boy, don't even blow it, man. You right around the corner and you don't even know it. You got so much pain and you can't even show it. With so much magic and it's trying to destroy you. Gang cold. Gang, what? The gang cold. The gang what? The gang what? The gang cold. Ain't got no cold, gon' catch a cold. Acting like it ain't winter, cause the gang cold. And the gang sold, what you eat is what you ate. Yeah, you looking like dinner, cause the gang cold. Ain't got no cold, gon' catch a cold. Acting like it ain't winter, cause the gang told. And the gang sold, what you eat is what you ate. Yeah, you looking like dinner.
Okay, and in regards to your album and your music in general, who inspires you in the industry, or what inspires you?
Well, I'm self-motivated, so like I listen to myself a lot because I want to see the things that I could work on, not just for just the ego trip, because that's like, you know, I still can fill in some blanks, but you know, that keeps me motivated. Also, who motivates me? You said
Who and what inspires you?
Well, also, you know, just the lack of creativity that's right now in the music industry, that inspires me as well. Because I feel like, you know, there's a couple of rappers that are bringing that type of feel to music and hip hop in general back. I feel like, you know, I want to be one of those guys and add that element on to bringing that, like, you know, that nice soulful feel back into hip hop. Right. So, yeah. And
is there anyone in the industry that you would like to collaborate with?
Oh, a lot of people. There's people that you probably haven't. Like I would love to collaborate, like with rappers in general. Eminem, he's like my number one favorite rapper.
Okay.
Also, like new school folk like Kendrick Lamar, of course. I would collaborate with Drake, The Weeknd. I don't know, just a lot of people. Like I just like, you know, I'm just picking out things that are in my playlist now. But you know, Timberland, Justin Timberlake, Jay-Z, of course. Kanye is one big one as well. Death Mouse, he's with CeeLo, and him and CeeLo are Nas Barkley. So like, you know, and CeeLo Green too. It's just the list goes on.
Okay. Yeah. And so would you, even though you're focused on like the old school feel, would you consider yourself to be a versatile rapper?
Yes, very versatile, because I've like gotten on tracks with other people in Charlotte particularly, where, you know, our music, as far as the feel and the category of the hip hop where it's at, it's totally different. But you know, I've learned to adapt to things. So that's going back to what I said earlier. I like gaining new perspectives. I like seeing what else I can do. You know what I'm saying? I'd suggest everyone else should do the same.
Absolutely.
But you know, I consider myself versatile. Yes, I do.
Okay, and were you born and raised here in Charlotte, North Carolina?
Born in Washington, D.C. I've been raised most of my life here in Charlotte. So yes, I consider myself from Charlotte. I've been here far too long not to be. So yeah.
Okay. And does Charlotte kind of influence your like where you are in the industry and your music in general?
It does. But I'm not going to say that it's a big part of where my music comes from. You know, because I see Charlotte as a city of art. It's a growing city, you know, and you know, a lot of people are waiting for something to happen here. So anything could happen here, and like North Carolina in general is a creative state.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
like, you know, that's really that's really all I can say about that. It's just like, you know, it inspires me, but it doesn't like, it's not my whole essence of music. But I love Charlotte though, man.
Queen
Love
City.
the Queen City.
Oh yeah. So what's next? What's next in your career?
My career, well, next will be, you know, working with more artists. You know, I've done street performances. Prestine here, you know, he's been the man behind the lens, and also, you know, been to the events that I've been to. I thank him so much for that. And like, you know, the necessary steps to take to getting those street performances into, you know, bigger live street performances to where, like, you know, all parts of Charlotte are coming out to see that, and, you know, really enjoying it is like pretty much my next step. That's my goal, because I'm doing another street performance in May.
Okay, and speaking of performances, I am going to have to ask you to at least give us a taste of who is MistA. Let me hear what you got.
Okay, well, right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I curse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep it clean for TV if we can.
That's cool.
Just a little, drop us a line or a bar.
I got you. Let's see. That's one of my verses off the album. All right, music is my home. It keeps me in that zone. The feeling is that strong. Done been with it that long. Done did all these rap songs. My bars are crack bombs. Not active on Twitter, but they follow me back homes. Getting out of Charlotte, but I'm coming right back home. Like y'all must have forgot. Trying to stunt like I'm Roy Jones. You got the boy wrong. I could create noise, creating new worlds. Show you how to escape yours. It's a new year, huh? That means a whole new mission. Still the same dream, but just a whole new vision. Gotta stay clean. Put Visine on religion, cause they hide things. Put beside things that I'm missing. Now the truth is what we're saying in our music. Now the youth is we're gonna listen, be influenced. So I mold minds rather than control minds. We'll console rhymes hotter than the coal mine. So it's showtime.
Okay. Okay. Showtime.
See, I had to talk to you right there today.
Okay,
You know what I'm
I love it.
saying?
Okay. Well, tell us more about your album. Let us know how can we get access to that album? How do we get access to you, to MistA?
Well, for one, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Metal Gear MistA. Metal Gear MistA also can be listened to on MistA, MISTA .bandcamp, BANDCAMP.com. That'll be right there, the very first thing that was up there. Also, my old project, Biopalooza, is up there too. I was actually signed when I made that joint too.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that's where you can find it. It'll also be on SoundCloud. I'm on Metal Gear MistA at SoundCloud. And I got my real name on Facebook. It's Brandon Aaron Edmonds. So, Mr. Brandon Aaron Edmonds to you.
MistA Brandon Aaron Edmonds, okay. Okay. You just said you were signed with Palooza, is that right?
No, my last mixtape was called Biopalooza. I was signed with the local brand. They out here. They do the AMCS bodegas. Namus. They work with Family Matters and whatnot. But you know that kind of ended sour. But you know, I got much love for them and their hustle. But I had to go my own way with that. But you know, with Biopalooza, that was just as much of a strenuous process as my album now. And I feel like I got to explain the name Metal Gear a little bit in detail.
Yeah.
Like the name Metal Gear, that came from a video game that I played since I was a little boy. And they still come out with them things to the day. And I still buy them games. It's Metal Gear Solid. And, you know, it's a lot of stuff in there that I learned from that game. Because games, movies, and TV shows, they all tell you a lot. A lot of stuff.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. So, but I'm not even going to get to that. But, you know, the name Metal Gear, MistA, that comes from like all the stuff I was going through while making that album and putting on my Metal Gear and still making music and still putting out the album and everything. That's really all it really means to me. And also being the fan of the game as well. So,
what was it that you didn't get out of the signed experience versus being an independent artist?
Well, the creative control and also just the say so, because you know I would do videos for these dudes and like I can't get my ideas out there. It's like, man, I got so many ideas, but like, you know, you taking the song and you're interpreting what the song is about in your own perspective, and I had no say so in it. But you know, the creative control was a big thing for me. Also, the money wasn't. The money wasn't really there. I need that bread. You know, so like that's another thing that independent artists do get from, because everything's going back to you.
Right.
The independency is, you know, you gotta be real savvy with your business. With your business decisions,
Right.
and also you gotta, you know, have a creative team around you who all have like minds and everything, just so like, you know, y'all all can get to where that goal is that you all want to be at.
Absolutely.
So like, you know, I took that under my wing, and you know, got with some good people and worked with them to make the album possible.
Okay, okay. And so your creativity is basically what gears you towards going down the independent line.
Oh, yeah.
And so tell us more, just a little more about the, you're a producer,
Yes.
you're a rapper, you write. What else do you do behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, well, as far as the music, that's pretty much it. You know, I do throw out ideas. I bounce ideas with a lot of folks. You know, I work with another artist from different ENT. I'm sorry, and you know, he's a producer as well. He helped me out a lot of my producing.
Okay.
And like I said, he was on Game Code and another joint on there too. So, you know, we bounce ideas. Also, you know, I've worked with Prestine as well. You know, we bounce ideas as well.
Okay.
And like, I just feel like the independent route is just like everyone around you, you know, knowing their roles and actually like exploiting their specialties to each other.
Wow, it was definitely a pleasure speaking with you
Pleasure
today,
speaking with you,
MistA. It was definitely a pleasure. And again, this is Before the Hype. And
Before
thanks
the
for
Hype.
watching. It's been real.
Don't feel to it. This one called Soul Therapy. Listen. So let me flush your mouth. Nothing to even fuss about. Nothing to give a fuck about. So let me show you what this hustle about. So let me flush your mouth. Nothing to even fuss about. Nothing to give a fuck about. So let me show you. It's hard for me to love. It's hard for me to lust. It's hard for me to feel. It's hard for me to trust. It's all about you. It ain't about us. I ain't about to argue. I ain't about to fuss. So you can kick rocks. The bullshit so stops. Probably won't call me until it pops. They go for the two friends. I got a few. And only just a few. And I don't need nothing new. Tired of being used and being subdued. Probably think I'm rude, but homie, you don't got a clue. I've been through oppression, I've been taught a lesson from my own people. I'm tired of depression, underestimation. Where's the motivation? Music is my calling, this is my demonstration. The flavor that you tasting from my heart baking. This dream that I'm chasing got my soul shaking. I'm flushing out Satan. So let me flush them out. Flush about.
Cause this race will get you straight by how you place. Even better to that lady in that dress, name success, never met her. But I'm working on the daily, that appointment has been scheduled, trying to get it. Man, I'm in it, man, I'm in it all the way. 365, I'm on the grind because my mind will ain't the waste. Plus I'm all about the paper. Tell them now or tell them later. Tell them lies, don't tell them that. They show you love, you tell them facts. They love your song, they run it back 100 times. They say it's error, you got your grind to pay your